LMC casts a wide net over the Sound Shore to bring you local event info, profiles, and conversations. Recorded in the heart of the village in Mamaroneck Cinemas at the studio on the Avenue, LMC Media brings you the LMC Cast Community Profiles.
Hello and welcome to LMC Cast. I am your host, Gladys Dibble, and I am here to speak with 4 high school seniors from Mamaroneck High School, which will talk to us about a very interesting project that they have been working on for 4 years. So why don't we start by you introducing yourself?
Hi, my name is Lea Sampayo.
I'm Charlotte Foley.
Hi, I'm Owen Bischoff.
And I'm Charlotte Noll.
Welcome to LMC Cast. And happy Halloween.
You too.
Thank you
Happy
for having
Halloween.
us.
Thank you. So can one of you tell me, what does OCRA stand for?
So, OCRA stands for Original Civic Research and Action, and it is a 4-year elective at our school that aims to build civic entrepreneurs and really allow students to focus in on a specific topic of their choosing and do research and kind of work to solve that issue within our community.
That's very interesting. It's interesting and it's needed as well, right? Because
Yeah.
I think if we're not trying to identify issues and trying to solve them, then they just go unsolved.
Yeah.
Get swept under the rug. So thank you for everything that you're doing. So how did this project come about?
So in your freshman year, you've picked this elective OCRA. You go early mornings once a week, and then in your sophomore year, it kind of builds into a class. So you can either go in during lunch or during one of the periods of the day. And once you get to about, let's say, halfway, maybe 3/4 of your sophomore year, you kind of find a group of people that you guys all kind of align with the same views and all pick the same topics. So obviously us 4, we ended up all picking the same topic, which is decreasing the opportunity gap within sports and providing opportunities to lower income families. So once we got to about the spring of our sophomore year, we all were on the same group. We decided that we need to figure out and determine a way to see what is the biggest problem in our community and when it comes to opportunities within sports and how do we kind of start solving that issue.
Right.
So through Parent Square, which is the kind of town teacher communication to students and parents, we sent out a survey.
Okay.
Those parents then from all 4 schools, but we were looking specifically within this community, we got a lot of responses, and we asked what sports your kids currently enrolled in, what sports would you love to enroll your kids in if there were no barriers, what are the biggest barriers to entry, so it's like equipment cost and cost of enrollment. And from getting that survey back, we saw a lot of problems. People were saying tennis, aquatic sports, but we kind of looked at those 2 and we're like, there's not much you can do about that. Tennis is very limited opportunities. You can kind of only, or if you're a member of a club or of a beach club, shore club, that's the only way you can get involved in that. And that's kind of similar with aquatic sports.
Right.
So we saw that lacrosse was also very high up on the list. And looking into the barriers of entry as well, that's one where out of most sports, it probably has the highest barriers. Like soccer, all you really need is a soccer ball and maybe cleats. Basketball, obviously you need a hoop, but there's a lot of public parks, you need a ball. But lacrosse is a lot of equipment costs,
Right.
cost of enrollment. You can be enrolled in a bunch of programs. You need to cover an insurance fee. So when you sign up to play lacrosse at any club or recreational level, you do have to pay insurance fee. So we kind of honed in on that being the biggest problem or something that we could really change our mark in.
So you chose lacrosse and baseball?
Baseball. So
Nice.
upcoming, we've kind of dealing with baseball, but what we've done from spring, sophomore year to now, and kind of specifically within the fall and winter of last year, as we really honed on it, was lacrosse.
That's great. So how does this change? How does your project change the school? What impact do you have in the school?
Recently, I feel like it just brings a lot of, like, the community together. Like, I remember, like, growing up, I used to play lacrosse. Like, I met a lot of friends at, like, Chatsworth or, like, Central.
Right.
But now I feel like all 4 elementary schools are getting the chance to, like, interact with each other and meet each other before they go into the middle school. We're all four elementary schools, like, come into one.
That's
So,
great.
yeah.
So when you mentioned equipment and insurance, by you working on this project, who was actually providing for the equipment?
We did a bunch of equipment drives at the high school, so we got a bunch of equipment donated to us. We worked with LMYL, which is the local youth lacrosse program.
Right.
They donated us a bunch of equipment, and we also got a grant, the MUFSD student grant from the school, but we decided to use that for the baseball equipment for, like, our next, like, step. But, like, we've had a lot of support through, like, the town, like, the school, and like the youth program. So we were able to get that.
Wow, that's awesome. You should be very proud of this, right?
Thank you.
So what do you foresee happening once you graduate?
Yeah, so that's definitely something that's on our mind right now, just because we're not going to be in class every day, of course. But we really just want club sports and then also like the varsity teams and coaches to continue going down to the elementary schools. We also did implement a physical education unit for lacrosse at MAS, and we're planning to do one with baseball, so we hope that the phys ed teachers continue that, because allowing students to like immerse themselves in the sport in school has actually created a lot more interest and has allowed us to involve them in programs outside of school.
That's perfect. So the kids go to school, and then instead of a phys ed class, they actually take lacrosse?
We created a curriculum, so it's part of their gym class. So, like, you know how they do, like, they can do soccer, like, we do, like, dodgeball.
Right.
Now they have a lacrosse unit in the school, and, like, we were able to create that for them. So it's, like, a 4 to 5 day lacrosse program. We were able to purchase sticks from, like, money from our school. We got them lacrosse sticks and lacrosse balls that they use in the class.
Wow. I'm so impressed. I mean, every time that I actually have students from OCRA, I leave here with a big smile on my face because you guys are doing such great things in our community.
Yeah, it's definitely a great program. I feel like it's one of the classes where we were actually able to take like what we're learning in class outside of the classroom and really make an impact. So looking back, it's really nice to see that.
Yeah. And you probably feel so great that you're actually causing an impact, a positive impact in your community.
It's great to, like, see it because we can, like, just around school, one of my teachers, one of her sons goes to MAS, and she came up to me, she was like, his favorite sport is lacrosse now. So it just feels really good to, like, just hear about it, too.
So proud of you. Sorry, I'm a mom, so I'm like looking at all 4 of you like, oh, I'm going to hug you. So is there anything that you would like to share with the community, or maybe even to those phys ed teachers, right? Maybe give them a little message. What would you say to them?
I think like inclusivity is a really big topic right now, and it's really important. So if the phys ed teachers are really able to keep up with what we're doing, that would be great, just because it really does impact a child's life and like what their middle school and high school years look like, and really feeling like you're a part of the community. And I think that's really important.
Yeah, I agree. What do you think sports does to a student? What are the positive?
I think just like socially, as a young kid, like bringing them together, like I think like what Charlotte said, most of my friends from other elementary schools as a kid were through sports. So I think it's just a great opportunity for them to all come together. And then even like throughout middle school and high school, like having the opportunity to play for the school is something that's really special. And if they haven't had that opportunity from a young kid, they can fall behind. Obviously, the sports teams are very competitive. They have to make cuts. So if you're starting much later, for example, lacrosse, you're competing with kids who've been playing since kindergarten. So I think our goal is to just start them young and really have them build a passion for the sport so that they can play in middle school and high school. And even like in college, like I think sports can provide such great opportunities for kids to get scholarships and all of that. So that's like our kind of bigger goal with this project and long-term goal.
Love it. I love it. Is there anything else you would like to share with the community?
I mean, we've really been working with baseball and lacrosse, but we also do invite other leagues within the town if they want to reach out, because we really would like to diversify every program within the Larchmont Mamaroneck community.
Which organizations could actually step up to the plate? But we're going to give them a little shout out right here, right now.
We've tried to work with LMFC in the past, and I just don't think we were able to connect at that time and place. But I feel like, I mean, soccer is like a huge thing like within our community, and I feel like just being able to expand it would be great.
Okay. Well, you guys heard it here, the community. These organizations that can actually make such a huge impact with OCRA at the Mamaroneck High School. We would love to actually extend an invitation for you to reach out to the OCRA. There's many OCRA teams, right, that are currently working on different projects. So maybe just reach out and just see how you can step up to the plate and help our community.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure having you here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for all that you do for our community.
Thank you.
Happy Halloween.
Thank you for listening to the LMC Cast Community Profiles, produced at LMC Media's studio on the Avenue. Visit lmcmedia.org to book your time in this state-of-the-art convenient location, walkable from the Metro North train station on Mamaroneck Avenue. You can also support this nonprofit media center at lmcmedia.org/donate.